Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Clown Shoes. This is their La Pinguina en Fuego. And I probably butchered that all to hell. Because I'm not Mexican or fluent in Spanish or anything like that. It looks like what I just pronounced it. La Pinguina en Fuego. So, if I butchered it, I apologize, but that looks how it's pronounced to me. This was sent to me by my brother Rico. Clown Shoes does some really tasty beers. There's some of the beers that are available a bunch of different places, and some of them are Texas-only releases. This was sent to me by Rico. So Rico, thanks again, my brother. And he writes on this particular one, it's 11% ABV. Basically, they're chocolate sombrero, which I have reviewed already, guys. They're imperial stout that has been aged in rum barrels and with habanero peppers added. He said he bought it last week for $12.25, and it was bottled on June 16th of 2017. And today is the 12th of September. So, 11th or 12th, somewhere in that vicinity. I'm expecting great things from this. I do like a imperial stout that's been aged in barrels and has a little bit of peppers into it. This is habanero peppers, according to what he said, and been aged in rum barrels at 11%. Sounds tasty to me, guys. It really does. Commercial description on this beer. Beer Advocate says the same thing I just read. Imperial stout aged in rum barrels with habanero peppers. And Untapped says people have been asking us to make a truly spicy chili beer, so we finally complied. Aged in rum barrels with habaneros, this version of chocolate sombrero is on a mission from God to ignite your palate. So, sounds good. Let's ignite it. Let's set fire to it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's it. That's all we need to talk about. They don't have the IBUs listed for this beer. It's 11%er. Ooh, big hits. Great big hits on this beer. And to the glass we go, and I will tell you the cheese of buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss goes well with your chocolate dishes. Meats, beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glassware is the pint Bacchanalic tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter, the Sovereign beer glass, and can be solid for a long period of time. About a finger of head on that pour. Very black. No light at all, guys. Let's get a nose to it. Rich roasted malt. It's got a nice sweetness, like they've used lactose. Slight hint of some chilies on the nose. Caramel toffee, black molasses. I am getting a little bit of the chilies on the nose there, so let's dive in and see what we have. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Very nice aroma. Ah, there it is. There's that heat on the back. Very, very nice. Wow. Very nice. It is there. The chilies are in this one, guys. A nice balance between the roasted malt and the hops that they've used on this. It's definitely not hop forward, but it seems to be fairly balanced, and they've used, to me right now, this is cold now, it's liable to burn me up after it comes up to room temperature and gets that. But right now, the perfect amount of heat on the back end for a chili Imperial Stout. Nice and sweet up front. You're getting that. I'm getting a little bit of bittersweet chocolate, cocoa, but on the back end, the back of the throat there, I am getting that heat from the peppers. Absolutely excellent. Wow. Just the right amount of heat to let you know that you're drinking something that's had some chili peppers, habanero peppers, brewed with a beer. Wow. A perfect candidate to have with something really spicy, a nice Mexican dish, nachos, tacos, chalupas, anything it's got a little heat to it, especially if you've added some kind of hot sauce to it, which I do when I have it. I have a favorite hot sauce that I put on stuff like this, and when we go to Taco Bell, I get the hottest sauce that they've got, and I pour it all over it. Yeah. Set it on fire. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And then sometimes in the middle of the night I wake up and go, ooh, and I have to get a Rolade. What happens when you get old? Didn't used to have to do that when I was a young buck. But now I still like that taste, but sometimes I pay for it. So, well, let's ride out the fridge. Let me pour her a glass and sip on this for a tad and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this about 30 minutes or so. Went very well with the Black Ops cigar that I was smoking with this out on the deck. Excellent amount of heat on this beer. The other half loved it too. I mean, she tasted it immediately, got it on the front side of the tongue. I don't taste that heat on the front side. I get it on the back of the palate, back of the throat. That's where I get that heat. But she detected it immediately. I think it's an excellent beer, guys. I wouldn't want to drink this every day, but it is a nice change up from your typical Imperial Stout. Something that's brewed with a little bit of kick to it, whether it's habanero or jalapeno or different kind of chilies produce different kinds of heat. And I grow habanero peppers in the backyard here, and I grow hot banana peppers. I don't grow any habanero or any of those super hot chilies. Back in my younger days, I could tolerate those hugely hot peppers. I can't do it so much anymore. The old stomach don't allow me to do it, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I enjoyed this one. I think it's just the perfect amount of heat on an Imperial Stout. Now, as far as being rum barreled, I'm not getting a whole lot of that. The peppers may be covering that up. Let me do one more sip here. It may be there, but the chilies, I think it's a perfect blend though. Whether the rum barrels is influenced that characteristics of the beer, and the habanero peppers are kicking its butt on the back end. I like the blend of this, and the rum may be there, but it's just it's not like it's a bourbon where you're going to get that bourbon taste to it. The rum is a little bit more subdued than a bourbon would have been, but I think this is an excellent beer. I think it's a well-made beer. It's got the ABV on it. We don't have the IBUs, which is not critical for this style of beer, but it's just got the perfect amount of heat for me on the back end to enjoy this beer. Like I said, I wouldn't want to drink it every day, but it is a nice change up from your typical stout or milk stout or whatever kind of stout you're drinking. I would like to taste this in a bourbon barrel version and see if I can pick up on the bourbon notes a little more than I'm getting on the rum. But yeah, it is what it is. I think it's a very tasty beer, guys. I enjoyed this thoroughly. Rico, my brother, thanks a bunch. This is a very, very tasty beer to me. And beer is subjective to your palate, where your palate is. If I'd have had this beer 6 or 7 years ago, it would have probably blown my palate out of my mouth. I probably wouldn't have liked it. It would have probably been too hot or too this or too that. Right now, it is perfect as far as the heat from the peppers to go along with the roasted malt and the molasses I'm getting and the bittersweet chocolate to go along with the heat of the habaneros. Nice beer. Very nice beer. Final chug. Very, very nice beer. I enjoyed this thoroughly. I guess y'all can tell that by now, the way I'm rambling on about how the chilies work well with this beer. Very nice. I'm surprised I don't have the hiccups. A lot of times when you taste something like this, it's got habaneros or some kind of hot chili peppers in it, I'll get the hiccups, and y'all have seen that before. Y'all have seen it. I'll come on, because I don't edit any of this stuff out. If I get the hiccups, you're going to have to deal with that part of it too. But I think this is a great beer. I think it's an A beer, and that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to give this a 92. I think it's very excellent. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate has it at 88. I think it's a couple notches better than that. And over to Untapped. Untapped has it at 3.99. That is right at their A- scale. And that's where I'm putting it too. Very tasty beer. But if you don't like peppers, you're probably not going to like this. It does have a strong pepper backhand taste to me. It's perfect for where my palate is right now. It's absolutely excellent. So I do think it's an A beer, and that's why I'm going to give it A- for me. Like I said, if you've had this beer from Clown Shoes, they're La Pinguina en Fuego, and I'm sure I butchered that all to hell. Let me know what you think. I enjoyed this, so if you've had it, let me know what you think. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.